Do it. I don't know if it's gonna do it. Got too much grip.
We've got work to do.
I don't think burnouts are, oh gosh.
We bought this 1975, 1974, 1976 Corvette and pulled it out of the back of a shop. It had not run in 15 years and it needs everything. It needs brakes, it needs cooling, it needs an interior, it needs suspension. So naturally, the first thing we're gonna do is cool wheels.
Yeah, well, I think we've got some pretty cool ones. They're off a 240SX, little JDM style wheel, and hopefully we can make some C3 Corvette people mad.
Alright, so that intro was actually a lie. We decided rather than starting with wheels, we should probably stop with brakes. So the leaking factory brake calipers are the first thing that's gotta go.
A little cramped in the basement,
A little bit, that's not bad.
but maybe YouTube will buy us a shop.
Buy us a shop, please, eBay Motors.
We accept sponsorships.
We'll shill for anyone.
Yeah. I don't discriminate. Better help, bring it on. Is that side coming up?
It's tight. Oh!
I figure this will be a theme.
Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of this.
WD-40 sponsor.
Hey, come at it. Oh my goodness, that's so much better.
It's just the steel galling up in that aluminum.
It still sucks, but it's so much better.
After an embarrassing amount of time fooling with C's lug nuts, we carefully rolled the old wheel out of the way and took a few minutes to see what the factory brakes have been up to for the last 20 years.
Crusty C3 brakes. The front doesn't leak, surprisingly, and the... Yeah, that doesn't feel half bad. It's not good. Look at this nice set of wheels.
Not a sponsor yet.
Please do.
You've got my number.
And it's a trap. It's some C3 brakes, but they're built by a company called Duntoff Racing, and I bought them off Marketplace of all places for $375. And that's the wrong side.
Brett, would you call that certified drift?
I think so. I mean,
I think it's certified drift.
and we've got an extra set of seals, so our back calipers, we're gonna rig them up as a hydro brake.
Okay. Ready?
Yep, ease it down.
Woo!
That was an ease.
That was an ease.
I probably should have turned the rotors,
They're fine.
but I didn't.
Let's see that rotor patina.
It's there.
That's just some good old-fashioned history.
I don't know what's on it. It feels like grease.
Oh.
But
It's like sandpaper.
self-clearance.
Yeah, that'll buff out.
We're gonna get this caliper off eventually. There's just two little small bolts and a brake line that I'm afraid we're gonna have to take off. I really didn't want to, just because they can really suck. But hopefully these won't suck. And at some point, someone really liked this car because they color match the inner fenders and the radiator, and they spent a lot of money. And then they let it sit for a very long time.
With the doors off.
With the doors off. It was a show car at one point.
It's still gonna be a show car. This is gonna be a car that shows them how it can drift. It's a good line.
How long is this freaking bolt? Oh, I think we're there.
You got it.
I think we could make a Mustang rack fit.
What kind of clearance do you have under there?
I mean, it's just hanging down below the oil pan.
I like that better than the $2,000 rack and pinion setups that people sell.
Well, they're using a Mustang rack.
What?
Yeah. It's just a kit.
We have a welder.
We have a welder, and I got cutting wheels and a set of torches. Surely we can make something.
And zero know-how.
Yeah.
Up top.
I know how to get myself in a bunch of trouble. Noisy. Okay. I really don't want to put the new brake lights on.
Don't.
Should we? They're not cracked. They actually look fairly new.
Brett, I want you to look at the car.
I don't want to die in the car though.
You got 4 wheels. That's a brake per wheel.
I know absolutely nothing about what kind of brakes or brake pads are in these things. We did get a set of Willwood pads with the brakes, but I don't know what they are either, if they'll even fit.
We're gonna find out.
We will find out.
This car's gonna kill us, isn't it?
You know, I had a nice Milwaukee racket that did this for me and I broke it. I haven't bought another one, but
So a long time ago, Brett, like 4 hours ago, I texted him, I was like, hey, you want me to bring anything? What did you say again?
I think I got it.
That sounds right.
But I do have it. I mean, it is working.
You're working it, buddy.
I am. I really hate starting brake lines. They always suck. And that one went in pretty decently.
It's a sign. It's a good omen.
Using what is his normal amount of finesse, Brett used his fists and vice grips to torque everything to spec. And with that job done well, or at least done well enough, it was time to talk paint.
So the car was Hugger Orange, and I think it fits. I think that's what we ought to do, but throw some flake in it. Make it sparkly again.
Tell you what I think of that.
Um,
Well, people are gonna watch this channel and think I don't do anything, which to be fair, I haven't.
I bought these at least 3 years ago to put on an LS Swap 240 that I never finished
Rest in peace.
and sold. And then these made their way onto a Saab. I did put some miles on one of the Saab, but they were too big. And Saab's a hunk of junk. So now they're gonna live on a Corvette. They're disgusting, so you don't judge us on that front, but look at those guys.
Beauty shot here.
Some sweet XXRs that were cheap.
Name brands.
Name brands. We're moving up to a 17 so we can afford tires, because you wouldn't think so, but 15-inch tires are super expensive.
Someone please sponsor us.
We're begging you. All right, got a 2-inch spacer that takes our 5.475-inch lug pattern down to the 114.3 that is the 240 5-lug pattern.
Brett took an enormous amount of time describing lug patterns and offsets and spacer widths, and it was all very interesting video. But in the interest of time, it's basically spacer go on, impact go burr, and wheel now fits.
C3 guys with money, they run forge lines or CCWs or something like that. Definitely not XXRs.
We're not C3 guys, and we don't have money though.
No, I don't have $5,000 for a set of wheels. I wish I did.
I don't have $5,000 for a set of car.
I don't either right now. I spent it all on this hunk of junk. Peeper 4-speed. Got plans for that.
Oh yeah.
Adam LZ runs a dog box with that transmission. So we're not gonna have a dog
We're
box.
not. We don't have dog box money. We don't have dog food money.
Zoom in on that bald spot.
Yeah, get that bald spot on there. Sponsored by Hims. Or whatever. Let's get that.
Real up close action right
Yeah,
there.
really get in on the bald
Can
spot.
really get the stingray in the shot though. I really hope we can find the other one. If not, I'm definitely gonna order some.
Brett, I don't know what you were doing. That one came out easy for me.
Well, I just suck. It's okay.
Let's get him. Glad I put that jack stand right in the way.
Yeah, I did the same thing. Could have told you about that, but I didn't.
Well,
You'll need the vice grips for that guy.
let's see.
It's a ton easier if you don't take that clip out first.
When you consider the order of operations on this and things you're going to tell me, what goes through your head?
I don't think about it until you've already done it. You know, you said you were seeing the light on old muscle cars. Do you still feel that way? Which is easier to work on, an MR2 or a rusty C3 Corvette?
Let's not blame the Corvette for my incompetence.
You're also fighting yourself because you're twisting the line.
Am I?
Yeah, if you twist turn the vice grips instead of the wrench.
Follow Brett for more more tips. I can't even get the wrench on there.
I didn't even use a wrench.
Would you just grab it with your bare hands?
No, I left the clip in.
Oh. Zen. Still spinning, I think.
Need some WD-40.
Might need WD-er. Hey.
There, it broke.
Look, you just mentioned WD-40, potentially a sponsor, and she starts going.
Now that it's right here, I'm thinking about huffing it because it smells so good.
It does smell good. It's not a good decision. We do not endorse the huffing of any kind of aerosol. All right.
Josh, when work sees this, they're gonna fire me.
They are gonna fire you. Well, they were hoping to do that at some point, I'm sure. So
They probably want to anyways. Yeah. But I did notice, I don't think we were filming, but the last time this thing was stickered was a good old 2006.
whew. You know, that makes that a lot easier. I think that's what you did the last time.
What? Went the right way?
Yeah, that. Yes.
Brett and I took a few good minutes here to show off our skills. I showcased my incompetence as a mechanic, and he showcased his incompetence as a cameraman. We're truly a perfect team.
All right, steal our crush washer.
Now you get to fight the brake hose.
Watch this, buddy. Watch this pro tip right here. You just gotta get her started. You just gotta get her started. You just gotta get it started. Let me guess, you've got some other way you tighten this down that you're not gonna tell me about.
No, that's what I did. Did way better than me. I'm pretty sure I just beat mine on. Tight's tight.
That's brakes.
Do we want to throw a spacer?
Let's throw a spacer and a wheel on. Okay. Where's that spacer at? Space me. There we go. What are you doing over there?
Got stuck.
We had so much fun on the front of the car, we decided to try it again on the back, and that's where the figurative wheels and the literal brake lines fell off. Nothing fit. We had to bend up everything ourselves. It was a pain.
Well, that was way more work than we expected. We had to make new brake lines. We had to change all of our rusty, crusty brakes, new calipers, spacers, wheels, but it's looking pretty good. Next time, we're doing hood, doors, maybe interior if we feel up to it, and the fuel system so that we can get rid of our monstrosity of a fuel system. So, stay tuned. It's gonna be good.
Like and subscribe.
There it is.
Gotta throw it in there.